So we learned how to create an entity. We learned how to store data in different types of form fields. We learned how to use that data in different types of blocks in the Visual Flow Builder. And what we're going to do now is take it a little bit further by linking two entities together. So what I've done is I already created an entity called subjects, which are the subjects per chapter. So there is a relational relevance between those two entities. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into subjects. As you can see, I already filled it up with some data. And I'm going to click on configuration, form fields. I'm going to do link to chapters. And I'm going to say the form field type is going to be entity reference. Now, if I click on that, you will see a new drop down, and it wants me to choose the entity I want to make the reference to, which is going to be chapters in this case. Guys, don't forget to hit the plus button. If you don't, you have to do it all over again. And then we say close because now it's created. And what you can see, it hasn't been it is not on the screen yet. So what I always do is refresh before I do anything else. And I see link to chapters available here. No data stored yet. So I go into creating bot. Your bot, it's 1.1. I want to link that to general introduction. There you go, update. Let me quickly do all of these. By the way, you see how easy it is now. So imagine that you are adding a new category, or you are adding, for example, this is really nice for menus for restaurants, so you can give the user their own access. Example that the chapters are lunch, dinner, breakfast, anything, drinks, and you have one big product database. So I linked these records to the records in the chapter database entity, and I'm going to utilize that now. So I always do refresh. There you go. Go to the flow builder, to your module. Sorry, I always do a refresh on the flow builder as well, just to make sure that he reloads all data just stored. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the text button block. Sorry, I'm going to make that a chapter select, and I'm going to use the CMS for the quick replies. Click on that, choose your chapter. I want to have the chapters here available. Show me all items. Change this to entity name. There you go. And I want to sort that by chapter number. We do a refresh. Show me the chapters. Entity name, and it's now sorted by chapter number. So this will look easy. There you go. It shows you the different types of chapters. Now, what I want to do is I want to use this as a selection for the data to be displayed next. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the horizontal list down here. I'm going to use the CMS data over there. I'm going to select the entity subjects. I want to show as much items as possible because per main category we have different number of data. I click on the picture. Show me the subject picture. This is going to be the name. This is going to be the description. There you go. Delete the buttons. That's not relevant for now. There you go. So if I now test this block, it will show me all data, just like we learned a minute ago in the last video, how to show this data, and it will show me all data. What we're going to do now is we're going to say in this block, capture user response. That means that whatever happens after this block, it will capture that response. And what then also happens is it will create a user response variable called response.chapterSelect. As you can see, chapter select is the name of the block. So I'm going to capture that. I'm going to link it to the list. And I'm going to say filter. And because we know the link to chapter is the one that we're selecting here, is response.chapterSelect. So let me repeat what I just did. I said that the field in this entity that we're using here, subjects, link to chapter, is the same as the one that we stored in this variable. And we're going into this a little bit further tomorrow, or actually in the next chapter. That's what I'm telling the database to do here. So if I now go down here, test block, and I say general introduction, you can see it will only show me all that was linked to chapter 1. Let me start that over. Say CMS 2. There you go. So just imagine this will be say, thank you for taking a look at our menu. Which items would you like to show? And it says lunch, dinner, drinks. And I would click on dinner. I would get a very nice presentation of their dishes. Right, guys and ladies, I think this is the end of the CMS introduction and tutorial webinar. In the next chapter, we're going into variables. I will go a little bit deeper then into the filtering of your data, etc., what you can do with the data. If you have any questions, I'm going to take a look at them right now. So thank you so much, and looking forward to the next time.